Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Lizzie, and for today's video we are going to be talking about Girls Just Wanna Have Blood. So this is definitely like a B level film. I just found it while searching for something to watch on Amazon Prime. It's about a group of 3 female vampires who invite this teenage outcast girl to basically join their clan, and I went to it with high hopes. I felt really good about the storyline behind it, but unfortunately this film just fell flat. If you follow me on Letterboxd, you may have already seen that I posted just a basic 1-sentence review on there where I said that it felt like a bad attempt at recreating the magic behind the magic of Jennifer's Body and All Cheerleaders Die. If you've seen either of those films, one or the other, or if you haven't seen either of them, I highly suggest checking those out. But unfortunately this film just did not meet the same standards as either of those films. Both of those films are really great representation of female friendships and just being in high school, and this one did not do it at all. It really failed in that department, and when I looked into the IMDb information for this film, there is one writer, one credited director, one credited writer, same guy. Of the 6 producers, one of them is a woman who also happens to be the editor, which is great that you have a female editor, but when you only have one woman behind the scenes on a film that is about young women, just did a disservice to this film, and I feel like you can just very much tell that this film is made from the male gaze, and really had no good female input on this film. And that's not to say that there aren't men that can't create films about women and do a great job. I mean, I mentioned All Cheerleaders Die, which is co-directed and written by Lucky McKee, who also did May, which I actually haven't seen, but I always hear just good things about that film. He also did the Ding Dong segment of Tales of Halloween, which I've talked about that anthology on my channel before. It's my second favorite horror anthology behind Trick or Treat. I think if you like Trick or Treat and you haven't seen Tales of Halloween, you should definitely check it out. And the Ding Dong segment is my favorite segment. I did makeup look inspired by it for Halloween one year, and I think that, and when you look at his filmography, basically all of the content he has made are films about women, and he clearly can do a very good job, but the creators of this film did not. It is just an over-sexualized male fantasy film. That's really what this is, and to be honest, I couldn't even make it all the way through. I ended up turning it off. I made it as far as I could. I really wanted to see the moments when, I remember the character's name, the main girl gets turned into a vampire. I wanted to see how that goes, so I just kept holding on, but I honestly just gave up. The dialogue was not good. You could tell that they clearly don't know how teenage girls are. They don't know how teenage girls fight. And there's so many moments where you have these characters that have these way too drawn out dialogue moments. And like I said, it's just, these characters are so overtly sexualized, which is also very awkward because the one girl is supposed to be in high school, and then the other 3, they're vampires, but they're of that same age range. But I will give those girls credit. The 4 main actresses of this film actually did a pretty good job. I feel like they worked well with what they were given. The 3 main vampires, and then of course this girl that is brought into the group. They all did pretty well, but nobody else in this film really did. And like I said, I just couldn't even make it through, to be honest. So yeah, don't would not suggest wasting your time on this film. I mean, I feel like this is the most negative I've ever gotten a review. I don't really go that negative in reviews, but I just couldn't with this film. But if you have seen it and you've watched it all the way through, let me know what your thoughts are on it in the comments below. If you did enjoy this, please do give it a big old thumbs up. So sorry that it was so negative. How I feel. Make sure that you hit the subscribe button for more horror-related content, and usually more pleasant reviews. And before I go, a quick shout out to my Patreons. Thank you guys so much for helping to contribute to the channel. If you want to know the perks of being a Patreon, links are in the description below, along with all of my other social media. And I will see you guys again later with another video.